Else Pharmaceutical Company is the makers of Pandemrix, who fund the private research clinic of Professor Giovanni Escola, a member of the World Health Organization, now referred to as WHO, Strategic Advisory Group of Experts. GSK somehow found a way to convince WHO to redefine pandemic so the H1N1 virus would be covered. Okay. Next, we have Merck and Company. Interesting. Merck and Company are the makers of Osteltemivir, who fund the private research clinic of Dr. Peter Figueroa at the University of the West Indies, who is coincidentally also on the WHO Strategic Advisory Group of Experts. Merck and their friends in the media were instrumental in persuading governments throughout the world to react hysterically to a predicted H1N1 pandemic. Swine flu. Personally, I take that. Then we have Roche. Okay, where are you? Roche, here they are. You guys know each other? No. Makers of Tamiflu, who fund research by doctors Neil Ferguson, Arnold Bonto, and Friedrich Hayden. All members of WHO Strategic Advisory Group of Experts. I think this is turning from Piggy Awards into Owl Awards. I don't know.
Who knew?
Roche has obviously done more than its share to ensure that the the threat of an H1N1 pandemic was taken seriously. Finally, we have one more here. We have the Baxter Corporation. Who is here for Baxter Corporation? Now, the Baxter Corporation funded Dr. Albert Osterhaus and his group, European Scientists Fighting Influenza. Guess where else Dr. Osterhaus works?
Purely coincidental. Who knew?
Baxter has made billions worldwide selling its own H1N1 antivirus to gullible governments based on the WHO Pandemic Advisory. Okay, and the winner. Oh my goodness! It's a four-way tie, of course! It was a single conspiracy. Everybody gets the Piggy! Oh, who would like to come forward and get their Piggy?
We'd like to acknowledge the cooperation of Dr. Margaret Chan, the head of the World Health Authority, without whose gullibility this award and the obscene profits that go with it would not have been possible.
And we can't forget to thank our publicists and their friends in the media for spreading the word so effectively. Thank you.
And it's important to acknowledge our partners in government, without whose organization of the distribution and payment, and it didn't cost us a penny. This could be the greatest swill of all time. That's why we named it after us. Swine flu! Swine flu! Swine flu!
Now that we've got the government on side, our profits are guaranteed forever.
David and Mary Lowell.
When life becomes a burden and it seems there is no hope, develop a neurosis and it will help you cope. When all the contradictions simply cannot be explained, if you're not neurotic, you might go insane. If you're terminally anxious, do not panic. If you're regressive, don't be immature. If you're bipolar, there is no need to be manic, for there simply is no problem pharmacology can't cure. If you're agoraphobic, you don't have to stay inside. And even if you're paranoid, there is no need to hide. If the devil's in the details, you don't need to be distressed. With the right medication, you can still be self-possessed. Why worry about sordid situations? So what if you are always premature? We can regulate ejaculation, for there simply is no problem pharmacology can't cure. If you fly through the air with the greatest of ease, it's not aeronautics, it's mental disease. Yes, if you're addicted to dangerous thrills, we can bring you to Earth with a pill. Those who think that we should treat with diet, so we make pills to please the epicure. If self-control was easy, more would try it, for there simply is no problem pharmacology can't cure. Don't talk about your problems, they're too personal to share. Armageddon's coming, but there's no need to despair. When it's time to meet your maker, you are sure to be alone, and you handle bad news better when you're stoned. Reality is vastly overrated, so if you feel a little insecure, it's best to face mortality sedated, for there simply is no problem pharmacology can cure. Yes, it's best to face mortality